So we're saying, what you're telling me is that you want to put your brackets before Ailey, and then the other one after room. One of them is right. I'm not going to tell you which one. Because if you look at the...
It's, okay, so before take, after.
What?
Before take, after room.
Before take and after room? Why would we leave out Ailey?
She doesn't deserve it.
Because, she doesn't deserve it.
How do you even know Ailey? Why wouldn't Ailey deserve to be in this? She's a...
I don't like her name. I don't like her name. I like Ayla. I don't like Ailey. Yeah. I like it.
Well, I don't know. That still is off topic. Why are we leaving her out? Thank you. Bronwyn finally hit it. Hey. Hey.
That's even worse.
Turn around. Bronwyn finally hit it. It's because it's the noun of direct address. That's the only reason. We're addressing her directly. It is not a subject. It is not part of the clause itself. It is part of the sentence, but it's a noun of direct address. We're calling attention to Ailey. Right, Mallory? Correct, Andrew? Right, Ayla? I almost said Ailey. Sorry. Right, Josie? See how noun of direct address works? Correct. Now I'm addressing all of you. I wasn't addressing them. I didn't say their names.
You said Josie.
I did before, but then I said correct to all of you. Come on, Claire. See, that was the noun of direct address, Claire. Huh? All right.
Too hard.
All right. So, we do have one clause. Some of you are still forgetting to do this. See where that green box is highlighted?
I pasted it.
The green box, yeah, that's a highlight around it. So once it illuminates, I'm just saying it's highlighted. But the green box, you want to copy that box, put it over the top of your clause, and paste it. Some of you are losing half a point on a daily assignment just because you're not moving that over.
Why can't you just put it there already for us?
Because that's a great question, and I'll cover it again. Because there are times where you'll have more than one clause. And I'm not going to show you where the clauses are divided by putting the box up there.
Can I just put an S over it?
No, you need to move the box. It's not hard. Quit being turds. So once you move the box, we have an independent clause or a dependent clause. Which one do we got?
Independent.
What?
Actually, I don't know. Independent.
Why?
A verb. I feel like
Well,
and it by itself it can be a regular sentence.
Yes, it makes sense on its own. That's the big thing. Every clause has a subject and verb, but it makes sense all by itself. It doesn't need any help. It doesn't need any assistance. Even without Ailey in there, it makes sense on its own. Okay, so we have one independent clause. Once we have a single independent clause, do we have a simple subject? Simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, compound complex sentence.
Simple sentence.
What'd you call me?
Simple sentence.
It's not nice. Why is it not a complex sentence? How do you know that?
Because of the DGP.
Good. If you look back to your DGP help notes, I'm referencing this because some of you are getting to be a little bit lax with this and not checking in with it. Okay. So looking at your Wednesday notes, right? You have your simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, compound complex. It has a list of exactly what it has to have in there. Okay. I'm not just making this up. And I don't expect you to memorize this. Okay. You don't have to memorize it. You can use your DGP help notes. Again, in a few weeks when we start quizzing over these, it'll be helpful to know you can use your DGP help notes during that quiz. So get used to them. Alex, I do appreciate you asking so nicely, but it's going to happen. So we have a simple sentence. Is it declarative, imperative, exclamatory, or interrogative? Why are you calling me an? I am not short at all, Ava. I know in California they might have taller people because they have NBA teams all over the place.
Short.
What?
They're mostly short.
NBA players? Or people in California?
California.
That's an awfully large span. That's a big stereotype for all Californians. But I don't know. So, what do we have? Imperative, declarative? I hear one of two.
Declarative.
What's the difference between an imperative and a declarative?
One's a statement, one's a command.
How do you know that?
Because I looked at that.
You looked at the DGP help notes? That's a great idea. Right here. One's a command. Are we giving Ailey a command?
Yes.
Yes. So it is imperative. The way I always remember imperative, and I've said this a couple times, is that imperative is like imperial. If you're a Star Wars fan, that should make sense with the Imperial Guard. But imperial means king. It means of the king. Kings give commands. Okay? It's just the way that my brain remembers it. If it's helpful, great. If not, DGP help notes. I'm very glad you're a fan of Star Wars. I'm also very glad you guys are still staying as random as humanly possible, because that's the part I like about this hour. I mean, it wasn't completely random, but you guys definitely express every thought that pops into your head. Like, you guys kind of trigger my ADHD, to be honest. All right, questions about DGP?